And welcome back to another YouTube video from the Marriage and Family Clinic. My name is Amanda Cummins. I am a therapist here at the clinic, and today I'm going to be talking to you about what you can do if your partner is not willing to change and conflicts keep happening. So, as a couples therapist, it is very common for couples to come in and kind of point the finger at each other and say, well, if my partner were to do ABC, things would get better in the relationship and our problems would no longer happen or would drastically improve. And unfortunately, not all the time, couples come in where both partners are really willing to work on making changes. And so that can be frustrating if you are there who wants to see changes happen, but you feel like your partner is not putting forth the effort. So I have a few tips for you around what you can do when this happens, and really things that that you can do to support the relationship, but also to support your overall well-being as well. So the first thing is think about and reflect how you respond when conflict's happening. So even if your partner is the one who started, they did something months or years ago that started this whole thing, how are you responding to them as a result? So if your partner does something wrong, do you yell at them? Do you shut down? Do you start name calling? Are you nagging them now because of something that they did years ago? Think about what your response is, and once you have a clear idea about that, move to number 2. Take control of you. So what could you be doing to respond differently? Because if you keep responding in the same way, you're going to keep getting the same results. So if you're yelling, how could you respond differently in those moments that would be more positive? Is it you would take a few breaths before responding with your initial thought? Is it that you would take some time to de-escalate and think through what it is that you really want to communicate with your partner? Or are there times where really this is something that doesn't need to be nagged about and can be let go, but there's just some past feelings that are coming up for you in those moments? So think about what action you could do that would be different than your typical response and start implementing that. Take charge of that. And then lastly, let your partner know what your responsibility in this is. So oftentimes if people feel like the fingers have been the ones, oftentimes that have been asked to change certain behaviors, it can feel overwhelming and like they're in this alone. So take responsibility and accountability for what your part is in this. Let them know the things that you are working on and that you notice the things that you could do to improve. That way your partner doesn't feel like this is just something on them and that you guys are in this as a team together. So again, just as a recap, the first step is think about and reflect on how you respond during times of conflict. 2, take control of how you respond. Don't keep doing the same response. Think about a way that you could respond in a more positive and effective way. And then lastly, let your partner know your responsibility in this so that they know that they're not alone.